Your Name surprised me. It is beautifully assembled with neat little touches. Your Name came from the mind of Makoto Shinkai, whose previous work, 5 cm per second, or as one YouTuber cleverly nicknamed it, 5 wallpapers per second, was rife with symbolism and metaphors in their shots. Your Name is a film about separation. Shinkai implements a number of different techniques to bring out this idea. 2 specifically I want to highlight. You'll see what I mean in a minute. When lines are in the film, they are used to provide order and balance in the frame. The cinematographer provides patterns that draw attention to the intended subject. Shinkai uses hard lines to represent the theme of separation, a motif embedded in the narrative of the film. Your Name contains scenes with a line down in the middle. Let's focus a bit more on this. Yeah, the transition Shinkai uses of doors sliding open and close. They occur 8 times and only in the first and third acts. These points in the film are when Mitsuha and Taki inhabit each other's life in some capacity, may it be in a body swap or a feeling. Notice how the camera never holds long enough for the characters to cross, further cementing the message of separation. Another symbol used in the film is the image of the moon. Number 8 has some relevance here because Tsukimi, a Japanese festival of the full moon, takes place on the 8th month of the traditional Japanese calendar. Notice how the wire cuts through the moon to further elude disconnect between our characters. The half-moon motif can be seen here on Taki's shirt in the ramen shop. It comes up again here, right before Taki embarks on his journey to the shrine. It isn't until Mitsuha and Taki reunite during twilight that you can see the full moon. While we are here, let's look at how the flare is placed. Again, the visual theme of separation is prevalent. But beyond the use of hard lines, let's look at how Shinkai uses a variety of low angles to show the contrast between Taki and Mitsuha. This visual contrast separates the characters based on their environments. One of these low angles are wide shots, placed in the characters' rooms to highlight the normal mundane lifestyles. The city versus the countryside to further emphasize separation. There are a lot of these shots. You can find them inside and outside. Shinkai uses these low, on-the-ground shots to make the environment personal, lived in, and respected, all while providing context to the role the characters will play. The style mirrors a technique employed by another Japanese director, Yasujiro Ozu, famous for highlighting family and lifestyle. Family and lifestyle. Sound familiar? These were also some big points in Your Name. A critic by the name of Ari Bach and the Japanese film directors explained the use of wide, low-angle shots best. Low camera position was to allow the audience to assume a viewpoint of reverence towards ordinary people in his films. The extra detail given to the environments when the scenes jump between Mitsuha and Taki's world further provides contrast. Shinkai also stays low to close in on subjects' feet and tracks them at a steady pace. Why pay attention to detail as mundane as walking? That's the point. They're designed for immersion and reflect a set of rules where you as a viewer can recognize. You see, it's also nuanced from an emotional and character building standpoint. You can tell a lot about the state of a character based on how they move and hold themselves in a given situation. The brilliance to Shinkai's attention to environment building is his ability to make the beautiful places feel lived in. He keeps the camera low to the ground, focusing on the normal that we take for granted. We can all relate to this, by the way. We've all experienced wanting to go to beautiful places occupied by its inhabitants who find it conventional. Your Name has that similar idea. Mitsuha and Taki take both their lives for granted, and it isn't until the body swap that they find their counterparts' lives interesting. The theme of separation is prevalent in Your Name. You can find it directly in the script, but it's how the shots are framed that help drive home this narrative. He does so through the use of lines and how the cameras are placed. Shinkai divides our characters with distance and time. Ultimately, though, Shinkai is telling you more than just a story. He's telling a little bit about you, the viewer. The film places a mirror in front of you and asks, what would you do if you lived in someone else's shoes? How much more can you understand another person who's so different than you if you live their lives?